Who've subscribed, welcome back. Those of you who haven't, subscribe, and those of you who've just subscribed, thank you very much, and I hope I don't let you down. I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. Anyway, right, so those of you who watch regularly will know that I spend most of my time on a Greek island called Kefalonia. It may be why you've tuned in. Now, if you tuned in for that, the next few months I'm actually in the UK on my super yacht, Sovereign Bay, a 1981 vintage Princess yacht, 38 foot. Beautiful thing. It's up for sale if you want to buy it. Anyway, yeah, we will be going back to Kefalonia February, at the very latest, early March. So I don't want those of you tuning in for Kefalonia to worry, and I will try and drop a bit of Kefalonia into the videos from now on, and I will be doing one video per month of Kefalonia. I think the next one will be next month, and it'll be about a friend of mine's shop called Down the Rabbit Hole and how to get there. So yeah, this video is going to be about Sovereign Bay, because I thought the other day I'm just going to be doing videos of me repairing boats, repairing cars, and some of you might not want to see too much of that. There will be some of that next week. In fact, I'm going to put out a video of the local ferry that me and Andy from A&J Thomas Boat Builders are currently refinishing. Andy's replanking and re-riveting some of it. So that might be quite interesting to people who love boats. There will be a little clip of Kefalonia on the end of that video, just to keep you all happy. Now then, Sovereign Bay, as you may or may not know, is for sale. So this video, if you're interested in buying a 38-foot motor yacht, then this might be of interest to you. I don't know. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first part of the video actually wasn't took by me. A friend of mine, Pirate Chris, over the way, who's paralysed from the waist down, still sails a 50-foot yacht. It's an inspiration to me how he gets about. I don't know. He is getting about a lot better these days than he ever did. But I think it was the first few days after the first lockdown, we were all allowed down the river. Me and Chris took the Sovereign Bay out and had a bit of a jolly on her. So the first bit of video is about that. Don't worry about the smoke. Sovereign Bay runs 2 Ford Mermaids 180 turbos, and they were renowned for smoking. It's a bit technical, but I will explain briefly for those of you who may understand. When Mermaid developed these engines alongside Ford, they hadn't got turbos on, so they had to lower the compression ratio, apparently, to fit the turbos, which meant that when they're cold, they don't ignite the fuel correctly, so you get a lot of grey smoke coming out the back, which is unburnt fuel. So it's nothing to worry about when you see it. Yeah, she does smoke, but, you know, I'm told there's not a lot you can do about that. When she's warmed up, funnily enough, it clears and she's fine. The other problem she has is she doesn't get used enough, really. So the fuel has been in there a long time. She holds 400 gallons, 200 gallons a side. So that could really do with, there's a company that comes out and scrubs the fuel. Basically what they do is they take it out and put it through one of their machines and it cleans it. So it could do with that doing. But as you can see, she runs lovely. She's quite a happy little boat when she's out at sea. Really good seakeeping qualities. Anyway, without further ado, I'm rambling now. Let's get on with the video.
Sorry. How's it looking, alright? It's a bit smoky over there. I think they got a fire over there.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with us, Chris.
Nah, no.
One with us.
Smoking diesels. All ready?
Yes, I'll get the...
Thank you very much. Reggie.
That me and Chris had just after the first lockdown. Chris, as I said before, is disabled and is a big inspiration to me. When I think I've got problems, I just think, well, you know, Chris doesn't moan about some of the things that have happened to him. He just gets on with it, sails his boat, and he lives over on a trot mooring, so he has to row across to it on high water because we're mud moored here. So when the tide goes out, his boat's on the bottom. Anyway, yeah, me and Chris go out whenever we can. Now, the next video that I thought I'd stick up for you guys was just before I went out to Greece last year. The girls that live down here, the Flying Squirrel as she's known, and Holly Christmas and her friend, all wanted to go out on Sovereign Bay one last time before I left for Greece to see if they could find some dolphins out in the bay. So we went out past the castle at the end of Dartmouth, and we did actually spot some dolphins. I didn't manage to get them on film, but let's take a look at that. Okay, YouTube fans, welcome back to Rudgy, aka the Doctor. As you can see, we've got the girls. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Sovereign Bay is running. It can mean only one thing: we're off on a jolly. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Right, well, we're less than a quarter of a mile away from the castle, so we've not made that much progress. And those of you who watch the channel will be interested in this. As you can see, temperatures are all right, oil pressure's good, but we're doing 1600 RPM at 8.2 knots. That can't be right, can it? So I think she's probably weeded up. So when I come back from Kefalonia, this girl's getting her bottom scrubbed. got the Bionic woman on board.
Hello.
Holly Christmas. and this nutter here. Yeah. So yeah, very pleasant evening. So the girls just got really excited because we've just seen a dolphin. Well, we saw three, I think, actually,
yeah,
altogether. Just over there. So we've spun round because they were travelling in this direction to see if they'll come back towards the boat. But maybe they're all boated out. They probably had loads of touristy people coming. So I'll try and capture one if I can, but I'm not holding that much out because I have to keep switching this on and off. How you doing, Sam? Do you think you can cope with one of these?
Yeah, definitely. She's going to be gone by the time you get back.
What do you reckon, Holly?
Yeah, we'll look after her. Definitely.
Got the Barnick lady on the bow there.
She's head dolphin spotter.
I was just I've worked out what their arm's for now. It's to pull the anchor up and down.
Oh, yeah.
So. And it wouldn't be the Bond boat without that, would it? You know. Those of you who don't watch the site regularly, her registration number's got 007 involved in it, so there you go, sun setting, late November on the River Dart. Go up on the flybridge, you get a much better view from up there. Look at that. I must live in two of the most beautiful places on the planet. Great days running his engine up. I haven't run Sovereign Bays up yet because she's a little bit smoky, being an old Ford engine. They were renowned for that. Sovereign Bay is no exception. But I just thought I'd share that sunset with you. So within the few minutes I've been inside Sovereign Bay's saloon working my books out, that's going out the front window. As you can see, that's the downstairs station. Look how pretty that is. Let's go and have a look out. So we're stood on the bow of Sovereign Bay now. No filters, straight off the phone that is, that I use for my camera. As I said, we're in late November. There she is, Sovereign Bay. Just cleaned her all up actually, as you can see. Quite chuffed with the way she came up. She was pretty grubby, but that, I think you'll agree, is a good sunset. So should you want to buy Sovereign Bay off me, the view comes for free. Let's see if we can. That's Pirate Chris and Pirate Tom waving and shouting at me. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's my UK resident Sovereign Bay. A really nice princess yacht. It was a bit of a dream for me to own one of these actually, but you know, times move on, and I love living in Kefalonia. Who knows, I maybe get one out there. There is one in Athens I've been looking at, which would be in budget if I sold Sovereign Bay, so I may well purchase that further down the line, but we'll have to see. Thanks for watching. Thanks ever so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Those of you who haven't subscribed, go on, hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. There'll be no outtakes this week because I think the video will be too long with it. If you miss the outtakes, hit the comments below and put down what you'd like to see and what you wouldn't like to see. Maybe what you would like to see me doing in the UK in the next couple of months, really. I've got 3 months here and then I'm back to Greece. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Well, the things that I do for you lot. As you can see, Nikki is very dusty. She's going to have a bath when we get back. I keep forgetting to turn the ignition off. So there you go. Anyway, this is a bit of Kefalonian I'm more familiar with. You see the road? Pretty much all the roads were like this when I first started coming here, and that's probably about a mile long, I would say, from the other end, from where we've just been, where we had the small beer. But look at it, isn't it lovely? You know, I mean, like I said, all the other beaches are rammed, and this one, well, there's people there, there's brollies out, but it's still a nice place to be. And listen, that's right, no music. Not that I'm adverse to a bit of fun and some music and nightclubs and things like that. I just don't think it's appropriate for this place, you know. Well, parts of this place, I think we could probably have one or two venues, but of course you get one or two and then half a dozen more rock up, so that's why the authorities try and stamp it out, I think. But yeah, over in that direction you got Assos. Round the corner there is Vatsa, where we went the other day, and up over the hill you've got the road back to Spilja and Augustoli, where I live. But I love this. I'm going to be coming here again, I think. Not too keen on riding the bike on this surface. I mean, if the roads were still like this all over Kefalonia, I would not have brought a Z1000. With its low profile tyres, it's not very suitable for that sort of terrain. But it's only a short distance, take it nice and slow. It's just that the bike gets covered in dust, which isn't good for your air cleaners and your engine components. Anyway, that was an interesting ride out, wasn't it? Catch you in a bit.